What's up, Milk the Man? It is week 7 recap. All of our records are so tight. If you're not looking at the standings, if you're not even looking at your team, like Johnny, you get what you get. Let's take a look at the first game. Aubrey Laporta versus Somebody Save Me. 108 for Aubrey, 157 for Somebody Save Me. Is it possible? Don't say it ain't so that Somebody Save Me actually has a good team. I mean, look at this. An obliteration of Aubrey. Absolutely no chance. It doesn't matter that Nathan sits Baker Mayfield, who is a better quarterback fantasy-wise than Josh Allen. He's proven that week after week, but who cares? Somebody Save Me is going to play Josh Allen anyway. And you know what? By doing so, he laughs in the face of Aubrey and says, catch me if you can. Aubrey could not catch him. Aubrey couldn't catch half the league. When your kicker scores 19 and the other team's kicker scores 0, you won the game. Next game, Afternoon Delight versus Better Call Hall. I didn't see Better Call Hall scoring 165. Afternoon Delight, man, you just got the short end of the stick. You are the worst team in the league at 2-5. Somehow, some way, 2 teams allowed you to beat them. You know who you are. I just saw a C mark next to Danny's name. Stands for commissioner. Really should stand for check your pulse. Next up, White Boys versus Ante Up. Ante Up at 120. If you face the worst team in the league this week, you lose. But you faced White Boys. Ante Up improves to the best record in the league at 5-2. White Boys holding on to his Jets defense. His favorite team is the Jets, so I understand. When they score -2, this is the time to let them go. Next up, No Pain, No Gain versus Swear to Drunk. No Pain takes it at 156 to 98 points. Lamar Jackson, Bruce's quarterback, scores 44 points. You also had a running back who scored 29 on your bench. I mean, you could have really done some damage. But no worries, No Pain, No Gain. We are all taking you seriously. Next, we have CDs versus Wreakin' Havoc. This was the dull game of the week. Wreakin' winning this by a small margin, 87 to 76. Let's see what happened here. What happened to CDs? Wide receiver didn't score 1 point, scored 0.8. Another wide receiver with 1 point. Another wide receiver with 1 point. You need wide receivers, don't you? No wide receiver on your bench who's worth mentioning. Man, you just got bullied. You need some help. Jeffy Boys versus Zombie Ate My Neighbors. Jeffy Boys at 103, Zombies at 82. I know I won. I should be happy about this, but he disappointed me. He left a player in, his running back, who is out. He had another player who scored 0 as well. Not even your bench could have saved you. This was just a good week to play Johnny. Both of us at 4-3. So Johnny's team is not bad by any stretch of the imagination. He just had a bad week. He's already had 2 weeks leaving players in that should not be in, should be in the IR. Maybe perhaps turn on your phone Sundays, at least Saturday. Check your team, man. Well, let me stop telling Johnny how to play fantasy football, and let's get into some predictions for week 8. Well, it looks like we're halfway through the season. Let's start with what I think is going to be the game of the week. Why? Simply because it's against Ante Up. Ante Up, the best team in the league, 5-2. Anybody who faces Ante Up at this point, it's going to be the game of the week. I just recruited a new talent for my quarterback position. If he can have a good game for me, I believe I have strong wide receivers, strong running backs, and I have a pretty good kicker. I do think that I'm going to take this one. He does have 2 losses on the season, so he is beatable. Next, we have CDs versus Afternoon Delight. CDs is coming off a very, very bad week. Afternoon Delight is coming off a very disappointing week, scoring 155 and yet taking the L. It doesn't seem like he deserves a 2-5 record. However, he has a 2-5 record. Therefore, I'm tempted to say you should lose. But CDs, I can't put any faith in you after what you did last week. No Pain, No Gain versus Aubrey Laporta. With Lamar Jackson, how can you lose? I think Lamar Jackson is going to carry No Pain, No Gain to a victory. Zombies versus White Boys. Johnny has 1, 2, 3 players that are questionable. I'll tell you this. If any of those questionable players do not play, Zombies is going to lose because he's going to leave them in. Better Call Hall versus Somebody Save Me. They both are coming off of very high scoring games. This is just going to be a fun one to watch. If Nathan will keep Baker Mayfield on the field, I think he'll take this one. And finally, Wreakin' versus Swear to Drunk. Wreakin', you have surprised me with a 4-3 record. I'll go with Wreakin' on this one. The cow division is the best division. And then the breast division, of course, you have Danny, Afternoon Delight. That drags you down to the worst division in the league. Gentlemen, enjoy the games.